So in the first negative rebuttal, they said that it bans certain weapons, and even under Dianne Feinstein's bill, it will only ban specific weapons. And they're concerned about these copycat weapons. This is one point they keep bringing up. If they were to read the bill that I have right here, they could clearly see that this bill bans copycat weapons. It says right here in the bill that weapons that are made of copycats would be banned under the new implementation of it. Another point that she made was assault weapons are already in circulation. And then she talked about how we can't buy them back because there are so many. Who cares? We don't want to buy them back. That's not why we're discussing this topic today. We're not talking about buying weapons back from people. We're not talking about Australia. We are talking about the assault weapons ban in this country under the resolution that we have defined. In the second negative rebuttal, she said that people in general won't have access to weapons. Again, there's no reference to what kind of weapons she's talking about. Nowhere does she mention assault weapons. And in fact, if she were to mention assault weapons, people don't need assault weapons. As I've mentioned previously, there's simply no reason why an average citizen needs access to assault weapons. These weapons are meant for military use, not for recreation or self-defense. The inherent danger associated with such weapons is a justifiable reason to affirm the resolution that we've stated. The assault weapons are unnecessary. They're designed explicitly for military purposes, and they have a huge potential for additional civilian casualties when compared to a normal firearm. The second point that she made was that the previous ban was not effective and that we can't use Dianne Feinstein's ban because it's already been voted out. Well, just as easily as it's been voted out, it can be voted in again. And actually the previous ban was effective, as we've gone over before. When the previous ban was in effect, according to the Brady Center to Prevent Gun Violence, following the previous ban, the amount of assault weapons traced back to crime decreased by 66%. When including copycat weapons, this number stood at 45%. Now, when we look at this, we need to take into effect that the bill that we're proposing now would include these copycat weapons. So if you were to have that law back then, there would be a 66% decrease of the assault weapons. Her third point is that crime dropped after the bill. And I want to say that crime is not directly correlated with bans or gun control. Crime stands in and of itself. Statistics do not imply the correlation between bans on guns and the drop in crime. The final point that she made was that there's no exact number of firearms. So what? There's no exact number of firearms. This still doesn't change the fact that assault weapons are not good. They increase the lethality of crimes. They increase the potential for more mass shootings. They're just bad in general. I also heard something about people are not going to be able to defend themselves against criminals who have access to these weapons. However, these assault weapons are unnecessary for people or for home defense. Assault weapons pose numerous risks to citizens when using them for self-defense, in fact. Other weapons, including shotguns and pistols, are capable of adequately repelling intruders without taking such risks. For an example, Jim Pascoe, Executive Director of Fraternal Order of Police, states that an AK-47 fires a military round. In a conventional home with drywalls, I wouldn't be surprised if it went through 6 of them. So not only would you potentially be hitting the criminal, you could hit your neighbors, you could not even hit the criminal and kill your neighbors. There's just no need for average citizens to have assault weapons. I'm just going to reiterate some of our points. The conceded point where they said assault weapons mean less reloading, obviously they agree with that. Gun control is the simplest solution to eliminate gun violence along with assault weapons, and so therefore Congress should renew the federal assault weapons ban as proposed by Senator Dianne Feinstein. Thank you.
A round of applause, please.